Hey guys, this is Nicholas Live, and it's a beautiful day to start doing my regular standalone live streams. And first of all, I do want to congratulate the crypto on all the positive market movements, and um, and of course, first of all, if a recent scam by BitConnect, and some people were actually angry and annoyed by the way I reacted. And as you guys may have seen, I did a live stream with Crypto Daily and Crypto Shark. And both of them I have a lot of respect for and are very, very high quality YouTubers, one of the best in the crypto space. Now, when we were live streaming yesterday, this is how the market looked. It was just red all over the place, and adding to the fact that BitConnect disappeared with all the people's money, which I'm sorry for everyone who lost there. It was just very, very hard. And me and Crypto Daily and Crypto Spark were all just having fun, laughing, talking like nothing's happening. It was annoying to people and making people angry. But some people who were angry didn't understand why we were acting this way. And it's because we have seen this happen so many times before, and we became numb to just this everything seeming like it's collapsing. And we even use the word crash a lot, even though it's anything but a crash. In crypto, this is something that happens on a very, I guess, regular basis because it's a very risky and volatile space. But the number one thing you need to start and understand is how to control yourself and your emotions and not let things get to you. Hey, hi, crypto. Welcome to the live chat. Now, the number one thing is just letting go of emotions because emotions are not rational. And for this space, to get over these red numbers, you need to be very calm and down to the earth. You need to know what you invested. You need to know that you invested stuff you can afford to lose. And everyone says that, but does everyone actually do it? I don't know. I don't give financial advice, but it's just what I do myself. Also, another very extreme example of how even if you're bad, even if you find a bad coin, you can make good out of it. Now, this is the graph for BitConnect, which I personally hate. And sorry for everyone who was affiliated with this or believed them and lost money. But even when something goes as wrong as this did, good trader can make money by just being down to the ground and calm. Hey, Brian Summers. Hey, man, welcome to the chat. And what happened is right there, it crashed from 300s and hundreds of dollars to $20. And I was actually live streaming with Crypto Daily right after I purchased some BitConnect as a joke just to prove a point. Now, I do not recommend anybody does this, but I was just proving a point that even a worst coin that exists can be used to profit. Now, I did this, I guess, somewhat as a joke and somewhat to prove a point, and I did because when something crashed hard like this, I've seen previous examples of small bounce backs, even though it keeps crashing, or even though it maybe bounces back up. And in this case, it'll likely keep crashing. And yes, so that stream was cool. I hope you guys found it very hilarious. We had a very good time on the Crypto Daily stream. Thank you guys for mentioning that in the live chat. And as you see, it did bounce back all the way to $80. So for me, I got into 20. I never sold, and I should actually do it right about now when it hits around $50, which I think it will pretty soon. But it was just an example of how even the worst possible investment could be made a profitable one if it's done properly or quickly, or if you react to the market, I guess, not how everyone else is reacting, and just having your own view, which is not directly connected to the way the public is reacting, right? Because everyone was affected by emotions of them shutting down, and everyone was cashing out, even if they were cashing out at a really big loss. So let's move on. I don't want to put too much attention on this project, which I do not like. Moving on to a very good project, which I do want to talk about, and that is INT, Internet Node Token. And this, I guess I want to call it, well, me personally, I call it the IOTA Neo token because I find it interesting. I'll explain more why later. Um, Basically, the price is right now very steady at $62, $60, and it is on exchanges like OKX, CoinEgg, Altcoin, KuCoin, which are very obscure exchanges to me. They're, from what I understand, they target more of the Eastern market, and me having friends, and I'm mostly concentrated in the Western market. I didn't have these exchanges before, so it's very small exchanges to me, and I think they're small over there as well. So it does have potential to be in bigger exchanges, but one problem is that if you look at total supply, it is 1 billion, whereas the circulating supply is only 150 million, which is a very small portion of that. So generally you want to find coins which a big part of the circulating supply is almost equal to the total supply, not whereas the company or somehow all these tokens not released and can dilute the market. But there are some really positive things about this coin which I really like, and let's look at the actual real-time graph. And it's actually looking very positive. Now I noticed some actual whales. If you look at the all the way over there, let me just see if I can get this blue to change to green. Okay, there you go. Now if you look at the green all the way over there up, that's the sell orders, and if you look at the buy orders, they're very thin. And what I noticed is there is lots of whales or somebody doing this on purpose where they put extremely large orders to try to manipulate the price. So I don't think all of these really big sell orders are actually real. I think somebody's trying to manipulate the market, and there has been some ceiling to this coin. As you see, it hasn't jumped up but has really strong support. What it is, it's actually a platform for IoT devices, Internet of Things, and applications, which allow any device computer to connect and share data directly with the blockchain with each other. And INT wants to be the IoT infrastructure that is decentralized, open source, and efficient. Now, can it do this? I think it's possible. Is it likely in the near future? Probably not. It's a very big bite to take on, and it does not rely on one unification standard, which is good, and it drives interconnection to different standards with economic methods, right? This is where the IOTA part comes into play, because it is very similar to the way the economy of IOTA is set up, in my belief. And also, it's very similar to NEO because it is a Chinese version of an already existing similar coin. So just like NEO is trying to be a Chinese version of Ethereum, we have this INT, which is trying to be a Chinese version of IOTA, basically. And IOTA is already very highly priced. It could be even overpriced at the moment, so may not be the best choice to get in when so many people have already invested, right? And if this coin didn't have such a big volume, I would have said it's undervalued, right? But when yeah, exactly, like Spook in Alambo says in live chat, buy low, say high, good night, exactly. What happens is when you have such an extreme volume like this coin, which is in the tens of millions per 24 hours, that means a lot of people are selling it and buying it, which means the price isn't likely to move up or down really quickly, because there is lots of pressure from both sides, buying and selling, right? So even though a lot of people are buying, a lot of people are also selling, and you would question yourself, why would a lot of people be selling this token? And it's likely the early holders, which knew about this way before us, right? What this does is eliminates humans and their data, and these devices lets devices communicate directly, and there is no privacy issues. But what we end up is this coin what should be the new standard of device interconnection, which honestly looks like we're putting a Skynet on the internet, right? So it's kind of scary that this one blockchain is trying to have all this power, but it does sound good that they have very optimistic goals, right? They do have very exciting partnerships, possibly with Huawei, which is a huge manufacturer. And I'm not sure how true this information is, because I can also say that I'm partnered with YouTube just because we work together. I post videos, YouTube hosts it, right? YouTube hosts this video. So I'm not sure what exactly this partnership means. We don't have the details. I don't have the details on how realistic it is and what's the purpose of it, right? But these are some things that people really, really like about this coin. And I actually fall for either and do like Huawei. And if this is an actual partnership, it's huge, right? And INT still has is still to conduct several technical research studies with the Institute of Computing Technology. So from my understanding, they're still researching some things which could be good or bad, because maybe this should have been done earlier, or it's just you research for the future. I don't have detailed information, but what I like is that they're partnering with RUF to solve supply chain financials for manufacturing companies. And RUF is also an IoT operating system that already exists and supports JavaScript development and applications, which is good because they're connecting with the old version, I guess, people who doing something similar in the non-blockchain, non-crypto world. And of course, the hot stuff is the upcoming partnerships with IBM and Microsoft Research Institute. But take a note, it's Microsoft Research Institute, not the whole Microsoft itself, right? So take everything with a grain of salt. And just because you name drop, yes, that is an INT chart in the background, as you guys are asking in the live chat comments. That's how the chart looks for INT, Internet Node Token, or I like calling it the IOTA Neo token because it's just fun, but let me remove that. I don't want to confuse people. This did just get listed on CoinMarketCap recently, and the cool thing is their main chain is scheduled to launch end of January, which is really soon. So people could be prepared for these big news, right? When something big is launched for a coin, it's relatively not a small cap coin, because anything in the 200s is still has a decently big market cap, which this one has 100 million US dollars. So I personally don't invest or don't like investing in coins which are in the top 200s or top 100s, because they don't have that big potential, right? And yeah, it does look bullish if you look at the chart. That's what I was thinking as well. But how much room does it have to grow if it's already in the top 200s? It's not like this is a top 300 or 400 coin which nobody knows about. There are lots of people are trading this already, and there's lots of volume happening, as you see. But if it does become big as Neo and similar, and even takes a small piece of the pie from IOTA, it could be pretty huge, right? So that's why I'm kind of excited. And you guys should definitely, I do encourage you to do your own research, because this is not financial advice. It's just what I like, sharing my opinion, right? And be sure to check out their white paper and a team, which their team is full of all-stars, and it's as good as you can get in a blockchain team, from my opinion, right? And their website is intchain.io, which some people notice it takes a lot of time to load. Must be lots of traffic and must be lots of interest. So maybe we're already late to the hype train, to the party, because there's so many people selling, or maybe this is just the beginning, because there's also so many people buying this right now. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What future tokens you're looking? What gems do you think you guys found? Because I want to learn as much about small coins as you guys, and it's all about being early, right? No, I do not know what the ICO price was. That would be a good thing to look up. If anybody finds that, definitely do post that in the comments. I would like to find out as well for myself. Now, thank you guys for joining me on this live stream. It was a very fun 16 minutes, and I will do regular standalone live streams of me talking what I think of the market and what I like specifically. I have lots of coins I really want to talk about in the upcoming videos. I will tell you as the videos come out. So, but I'm very much open to suggestions, and if you guys are watching this live, definitely like this video. You guys in the live chat are pretty awesome. And if you're not watching this live, you should subscribe and enable notifications so you can join us in the next live stream. If you're in the US, make sure to text the number below so you can get actual SMS notifications before I go live. So I will see you guys later. Thanks for coming.